Welcome back to ringside. You saw the story develop and unfold throughout the weeks in the highlights just a moment ago, and these guys are none too pleased. It's Lord Gaston here, along with Sir Matthew. They feel like that they should have never lost the tag team titles, especially if Buff isn't cleared to defend those titles. But today, Buff said he has the perfect tag team partner for Big John Dalton. Let's see if they can recapture the tag team gold. And here comes Big John Dalton and Buff Daddy Bagwell. Who's the partner gonna be? And wait a second. Starting to clap? I'll do it, all right. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, returning to Memphis after many, many years, it's Buff Bagwell's former tag team partner from the American Males. It's Scotty Riggs. Fans, don't you dare go away. Big John Dalton and Scotty Riggs vying for the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team titles when we return. Stay with us. Scotty Riggs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Memphis Wrestling. Tag Team Action is coming up next for the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team titles. Let's head down to the ring for the official championship introductions with Terrence Ward.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, it is the team of Sir Matthew and Lord Gaston.
These guys, anybody but these guys. Oof.
And introducing next, their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Buff the Stuff Bagwell, it is the team of Scotty Riggs and the babyface beast, Big John Dalton.
Who would have ever thought we'd see the return of Scotty Riggs? He has not been in Memphis since USWA back in the 90s, perhaps even the 80s. Got a really good interview with Scotty Riggs at grindcitymedia.com/archives or podcast. You can check it out, Grind City Wrestling, and on YouTube. I caught up with Scotty Riggs. He was super excited about coming here. But little did we know that Scotty Riggs is tagging with Big John Dalton. Can Scotty Riggs and Big John Dalton become tag team champions?
Hey, listen, I have the full confidence in the former tag team champions, Matt and Gaston, retaining or winning back these tag team titles. No offense to the legend Scotty Riggs, but Scotty Riggs has not been in Memphis Wrestling in decades.
That is exactly right, but Big John Dalton has been offered the opportunity to recapture those tag team titles, just like Ray Sanders did, because as you know, we cannot have a fill-in in a championship match.
That's true.
Titles were relinquished. King Cobra, Michael, they were here a couple of weeks back. Said you got 2 weeks to find a partner, and oh boy did he ever, and it's Scotty Riggs.
Modified hip toss there by Scotty Riggs.
Big
what a
drop kick. Look at Riggs, he's looking good.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Scotty Riggs, fresh off dark side of the ring, making his return to pro wrestling, and he is looking awesome.
I think all of us could only hope that we look that way when we get his age.
Oh, man. Fans are chanting BJD, and there's the tag. Here comes the baby-faced beast, the future Hall of Famer. We saw him all week long training here at the WrestleCenter with Buff Bagwell. I think we even saw Buff show Big John Dalton a new hold, big hold.
You can see Buff Bagwell there at ringside watching on.
Big back body drop from Big John Dalton, and these guys have been bullying Big John Dalton for the longest time.
Speaking of bullying, like, don't get me wrong, I'm giving credit to Storybook and Matt, but did you see the video? We talked about it previously. They were a little upset.
A little upset? I would say a little disheveled.
Yeah,
a little crying.
Well, you got to remember our audience. We need to keep it in layman's terms.
Look at that. He got caught. Big shot. Down goes Sir Matthew, and now Lord Gaston taking over as Scotty Riggs doesn't like what he sees.
Very smart.
And the choke on the floor behind the referee's back.
Well, you would think Scotty Riggs would have the veteran knowledge of stop screwing around with the referee, get back in your corner, so that way the underhanded attacks, if you will, won't happen.
Well, but having been in the ring in the same situation myself, it is very hard to control your emotions, especially when you see what's happening on the other side of the ring. You always want to help your partner, even if it's at a detriment to them sometimes. But you're exactly right. Scotty Riggs on the apron, and you could see clawing away at the face of Big John Dalton.
Scotty Riggs, an arm extended.
Still to come.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Still to come, you have the Memphis Heritage Championship match. Last time we saw K. Toomer, he was being wore out by Barnabas, the ringmaster, and Herzog. They go one-on-one coming up in our main event, but right now the tag team titles will be decided. They are up in the air. Vacant. Big double clothesline from Big John Dalton.
All three men are down. Scotty Riggs is in the corner trying to get the crowd pumped up behind them to get Big John Dalton that energy he needs to push to that corner.
Buff Bagwell cheering, getting the people behind Big John Dalton. There's a big tag to Scotty Riggs, and here he comes. Big shot. Knuckle sandwiches for everybody.
Those closed fists. I'm surprised senior official David Knight hasn't called him out on that a few times.
Big slam and another one. A lot on the line here. Scotty Riggs says he wants to be a Memphis Wrestling Tag Champion.
You know, it makes me wonder, you'd mentioned he re-debuted in pro wrestling. This actually would be a pretty cool accolade for him to have the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team title belt around his waist.
Points to Buff Bagwell. Fisherman suplex here. Broken up by Sir Matthew. That could have very well been it. Now Riggs needs a tag.
Big John Dalton got the energy, the second wind, if you will.
There's the tag. Here comes Big John Dalton. Dalton's on fire now. Big jabs and a big shot. Down goes Sir Matthew. Lord Gaston's not going to like what's next, and it's a big sidewalk slam. Matthew once again, but here comes Scotty Riggs. Now they're on the floor. Referee David Knight trying to restore some order. Meanwhile, Big John Dalton's pointing to the rope. Wait a second.
Whoa,
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Is that?
Oh my goodness. Steel chair to the back.
Who was that?
It's the goddess of the night.
That is Nyx.
That's Nyx. And that's it. You gotta be kidding me.
Here are your winners and new Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Storybook Prince Gaston and Sir Matthew.
All thanks to Nyx, the goddess of the night. She's back, and we've got new tag team champions. Gotta be kidding me.
The Queen has returned to her throne.
Fans, we've still got a huge main event to come for the Memphis Heritage Championship, but right now the celebration ensues. We've got new Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and it looks like the Nyx Network is back together. Main event's coming up next, Terrence.
Hey, she's proving why she's the Queen.